What's up, everybody? This is Kurt H. I am the Lazy Farmer, and I am playing Run8 today. That's right, we're back on the Mohawk server, and I am running the B760. That's 760. Basically, it's out of South Schenectady, but I picked these two power units up. I'm running light right now, heading toward CP225 on the Mohawk subdivision. Was it the Herkimer? I'm heading up that way to see if there's anything out on the Herkimer siding. We run up that to the CP225, check Herkimer. That's where bad order rail cars are set. If something happens, basically the road trains, they drag the cars to Herkimer and set the cars out on that siding. And oops, hang on, what's going on here? Thank you. Yeah, leave me alone. Get back on the train. So anyway, so that's what we're doing. We're going to run up to CP225 and then start working our way back, picking up any cars that are ready to be picked up. And I guarantee you that there are cars ready to be picked up. We're going to be passing through Fonda here pretty quick. We're going to see some cars sit there, but that's all maintenance way, MOW cars. We're going to leave those alone. I need to figure out a process. We're running the Depot Plus configs. We're running the very populated Mohawk Selkirk. So a lot of trains running. In fact, I was in the process before I even thought about. A little late on the horn, but there we got it in. Anyway, so all of a sudden I decided, well, I'm going to record and we'll upload this for later on today. Last couple days, and haven't really done much in Run8. Took a break from it and been playing back to that old game. You guys saw that stream that I put up. It was Lord of the Rings Online. Yeah, that 17-year-old game still going strong, and I have fun with it. I'm enjoying it. And the new kit class that I'm going through on that one, I can tell they've reworked all the low-level areas. So anyway, we'll talk about that when I do another stream. I am going to do another recording of Lord of the Rings Online because there's big changes coming. Anyway, so like I said, I'm on the Mohawk server. This is the it's part of the kind of loosely affiliated with the Mateo group. Which would be the Mateo server and High Green server. We have the NorCal server. Thank you, Kung Fu Beer, for hosting that. And then I'm hosting Mohawk and Selkirk. And if you wish to access either one of those servers, all you have to do is have the checkout ride completed on the Mateo server. If you can drive a train on the Mateo server and they'll go through and do the checkout ride, which is a piece of cake, then if you can do that, then you can drive a train anywhere, especially here on Mohawk and Selkirk. It's not really that much of a challenge here. Sorry, coffee first. Anyway, I shouldn't say it's not much of a challenge. It's a different part of the country. Someplace I have never personally visited, so and I'm having fun with it. So, and then of course with the other thing too, since I changed the configs, I need to reestablish the and find a new spawn point for trains coming in from the Pittsburgh line. Hank, he kind of disappeared on us. He took a vacation. And so anyway, we had set up a process for exchanging trains between he's running the Pittsburgh line and I running this one, of course. And so I've got to go back through all the industries and set those back up again so that cars might spawn for the 15M, which is the road train designation for Norfolk Southern, because Pittsburgh line is Norfolk Southern. Of course, this is CSX. So, and the process is simple. When he builds a train over there for the MO52, which is the manifest train coming on to the Mohawk Selkirk servers. That's not me. I'm not pulling anything. I'm gonna have to stop. I'm watching the thing up there. We got excessive coupler angle at. Let me take a look and see. I may have to bring this to a stop here. This should be Fonda. Let's see. I am not sure. Down here is where I'm at. Somewhere we have a train with excessive coupler angle, and I'm not sure where he did it. So, anyway, I'm just going to sit there and let that go. I'll fix that later. It's going to drive me nuts, though, guys. It really is. So, but there is an easy way to check it. When we get to the destination, I'll check it. And in order to check it, you have to have, and I'll probably, whatever train it is, I'll probably just delete it to keep things moving. But you have to have the external Run8 assistant, I think is what it is. It's called. Oh, that's the other thing too. I need to look at this pickup truck sitting right here. What does it say on the side of it? BNSF. I need to go get an enhancement. They have them out there, so that would actually say CSX. I'll change that truck out to CSX. So that would make sense. But these are all MOW cars. We're in Fonda. So, see, that's just going to keep doing that until it gets fixed. But I'll fix it when we get to Herkimer. Look at all these cars. These cars need to move. That's the thing about it. These cars need to move. They need to go somewhere, even if it's off map, and then come back in and set this out. This is going to be like, you know, the MOW yard. Maybe I'll find something. I'll find an industry that will fill those cars and label them for MOW Fonda, MOW, wherever the MOW locations are. I knew a girl named Fonda. Old town of Fonda. I knew that girl, man. It's just like, this is back in late 80s, early 90s. I was in the town of Ohio, Reynoldsburg, Ohio to be exact. Met a young lady there named, we were just there working, was back there for like 5 weeks. Met a young lady named Fonda, very pretty. Very, very nice. She had one big issue. Well, two. She had one big issue. The biggest one for me, which I'm very allergic to it. She smoked like a chimney. I'm telling you that. I mean, I think the only person I've ever seen smoke more than what this girl did was my godmother, who smoked 5 packs of cigarettes a day. I think this girl was up to like 4 packs a day. And it just, and she wanted to hang with me, and that's the thing, is she really wanted to hang with me. I said, I love to hang with you, but I said, you see the allergies? Yeah, that's from the cigarette smoke. That's from the nicotine that's on you. I said, I'd love to. And I said, and honestly, for your health, I would suggest quitting anyway. The other issue she had too is like her 2 front teeth. I have never met anybody who had 2 front teeth that went straight back. It's like, it's like, okay, that one I never even say anything, but it's like, you need to go to the dentist to get that taken care of too. But other than that, she was bare, oh my God, she was incredibly gorgeous. But the cigarette smoke was so bad I just couldn't be around her. So I hope she's doing well. Hope I hope she found the strength to quit. Hope her health, her health is better, or not better, but it's still going strong. And it's been, geez, 20 years. Hard to believe. All right, so we're leaving Fonda. We've got, let's go look at we're down here. So we've got to go past. I know we got to come off here at St. Johnsonville. We've got industries there. Nothing in Little Falls, but then this is a Herkimer yard, little staging area right there. This is 225. I don't know if you guys can see it. I've got, I double right clicked on this, so dispatch knows that that's the direction I want to go. Yeah, of course, I'm tapped out to do that. Okay. And then we'll just go find. Once we get to, I'll pull off the main because we do have AI trains running today. So, and this is what's got me is like, why is this? Where is TTG? That's the car. Tile number 2018. So we'll go. Well, I'm out right now officially on the Mohawk sub, and I'm getting this in, this right before we got into Fonda down here. This goes, you can see it goes to Selkirk, so we got this as soon as we left the Amsterdam Amtrak area. We started getting that message, so it's somewhere on this. I knew that was coming. Only thing I can think of is got to be this train somewhere here, or this one up here. Or maybe even this one here. We'll go find it. There's a way to do it. I'll see if I can get that and show you guys how to do that. It's not hard. But you got to have the external assistant. The other thing I wanted to do, and I didn't do, is I wanted to download the latest version of the external dispatcher, and I'm going to start playing with that on this particular server as well too. So whenever I'm active on the server, until we get busy. Right now we're not that busy, but we get a lot of players on it. I can come on and just play dispatcher. So speed in this area is 75 miles an hour. I'm doing 50. I don't know. That was the other thing I need to look up. If anybody knows, I want to look up. I got to go into G-Core and look that up and see what running light power, what the speed limit is for light power, because it just seemed at 50. I mean, even it just feels different. Not dragging any cars behind me. It feels. I don't know how to explain it. You all know what I do. You guys do simulators as well too, so it's just kind of a different feeling on how these locomotives are operating, and that's because the physics in Run8 are like spot on to real world. So it has a different feel to it. It's not like those are Trains 2022 when I was playing with that. It's not like that. The physics on that were more like how trains operated on a model railroad, how I remember how they operated on a model railroad when I had a model railroad. So, anyway, we're moving on. We're going to keep going. It is bugging me. Minus 20, 18. We'll figure it out here. We get an idea how long of a run this is a local run too. Now, normally this run starts at South Schenectady. This is the first time on this server that this run has been done. So here's how. Well, I picked up the power in Amsterdam. Now that was a mistake on my part. Before I started doing some investigation on this particular, this local, the B760 local. Normally the power is kept in the South Schenectady yard, and that makes it even a longer run. It goes from South Schenectady to CP 225 on the Mohawk sub. South Schenectady is on the Selkirk sub. The B767 will bring cars up to South Schenectady and set them out and park their power there. Then the B760 will grab whatever cars belong to them and do this run. And they'll go up all the way up to, now in real life I believe that they're only notified, hey, you need to go to CP 225, there's some battle cars sitting there. But otherwise, look at the seasickness turned all the way up. Look at this thing moving. That's what I'm saying. If I do this, well, now it's 45. I gotta slow down. And let's reset. Slow speed. There we go. You know what it was? That turn, that was weird. That turn was a 45-mile-an-hour turn, and I went through it at about 50. And actually, coming into that turn, it was 75 miles an hour, and now coming out of it, it's right back up to 70. So I'm just going to hold it. I'm going to hold here at 45. That way I can, because you all know, you follow my channel, man. I make mistakes so you don't have to, and I cannot talk and drive a train at the same time. Nah, can't do it. Can't do it. So, alright, anyway, so the 767 brings cars for the B760 up to South Schenectady, and then the B760 picks up the cars in South Schenectady, and then brings them all the way up to well, Amsterdam, or what's I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I can't think of it, so let's look at it. St. Johnsonville. That's the last industry, but we're going to go through St. Johnsonville here, which we're almost up to. We're going to go through St. Johnsonville to Little Falls. Actually, I can pull off here at St. Johnsonville. I'll just pull off at St. Johnsonville. And so we're going to do this, if it will let me know. So I've got to keep an eye out for St. Johnsonville. We'll keep an eye out on that. I have it set to go all the way up to, I know, because this is the first time I run it, so, and with the very populated, I haven't even looked at it. I just expecting cars have been set out at the Herkimer sighting, which is going to be an interesting thing, because look at the way it faces. I'm going to have to come up and put them on the main, and then do a runaround down toward Little Falls, and then come back and pick them up, and then start going back. So, actually, I may go into, you know what, I'm going to do is see if I can get into St. Johnsonville. Keep an eye on that. Pull into St. Johnsonville, and then I'll bounce up and take a look at that track and see if I need to continue up. But then I can go find out where this train's at. I'm just going to delete it. I'm not going to, other than I may have to fix the switch as to why we did this, but it's definitely not me. For once, it's not me. So but the dispatcher's nagging me. Anyhow, hope everybody this is Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, and I hope this is midweek hump day. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to be back on here for my live stream on Saturday morning, or if I'm going to be over on NorCal. But we're definitely going to get the MO5, what is it? Well, the MO52 is going to be coming out of Pittsburgh line east. And then, so I need to figure out, now I was using Finger Lakes but Finger Lakes has been used by the configuration file and the very populated Mohawk files. So I'm going to find a sighting, and actually I think that's going to be easier. Now what I wanted to do, I was using Finger Lakes because it is an interchange yard, so I was using it as interchange with Norfolk Southern on my original configurations. Now it's just going to be a sighting, and that sighting is going to have an industry. I'm going to set up an industry on it. That may be part of my live stream on Saturday, or it might be a recorded stream. I'm not sure which. But we'll go through and we'll set up, we'll pick the location, we'll set it up, and then I know that I was kind of restricted on the length that the M052 could be because of where I had set up its spawn point. So the new spawn point will probably give it to be able to bring in whatever the max length is, and I'll look at that and I'll let Hank know, hey, you can increase your max length to this. No, your train's no longer than this length, which might fit for him, make it easier for him, but also mainly to make it into the receiving yard. So I gotta look at what the length of the receiving yard tracks are. The shortest length is what his longest length will be. So once it gets in now, ooh, I just had no, I don't think I want to do that. So what I want to do is I want to spawn the train, get the files, and I'll spawn the train on that sighting and then let them sit there. The industry that I set up, basically what it does, it'll be the interchange track for the interchange for Norfolk Southern will come in. Basically what we're pretending is the train will come in and we'll park on that sighting, and there, that's it. That's as far as it goes. Now we get the locomotives. So we have foreign power coming on to here. He'll either send CSX trains back to me, or he'll have to use his Norfolk Southern. And so we get the foreign power that'll come in, and then we will put when the train spawns on that sighting, it'll sit there for at least an hour, and it does work. So the industry will look at the cars, and it will also look at the industries that I have. And if the car is loaded, it'll keep the car loaded. Where am I at here? Coming up very close to St. Johnsonville. So, but anyway, the industry will look at the cars, and if the car is loaded, he tags the car. His cars are tagged M052E, as in Echo, or M052L, as in Lima, or empty and loaded. And then what happens at that point is that my industry will look at the car. If it's M052E, okay, it's an empty car, and it will then randomly pick an industry on my map that needs that empty car, and will assign an industry to it. So after about an hour, all the cars change. Yes, and it does work. We've tested it over and over again, and it works perfectly. So once all the car industries have been changed and the tags have been changed to the receiving industries, now we can basically AI that train into the receiving yard, which means I have to go into the train routing and make sure that that tag, the M052, makes it into the receiving yard. I might actually have him change. Well, I'll just keep the M052. That's the easiest thing. Now, that M tag was manifest. That's what CSX uses nowadays. But the time frame that we're in right now, Actually, it would probably be changed to a B. So I can be B052. But it'll be just easy enough to leave it at MO52, and that way he's not sweating and going through and having to change all his industries and everything. Alright, 1 cup of coffee done. Do I want another? That's the question. Alright. Man, I'm hoping everybody stays cool. We're coming out of, well, the heat advisory right now is off. Alright, where are we at? Okay, 1 more checkpoint right here. Alright, when I see those lights, I'm going to have to start slowing down. It came off. I was only running 1 notch at this time. What do we got here? Is this what I want? Hang on. Let's come to a stop. No, see, I'm not familiar with this route, so bear with me, guys, as I slam on the brakes and have my conductor go flying through the windshield. Let's go ahead. Let me see where we at. We're here, but I need this one here. This might just be... Let's go free fly for a moment. Whoa. Alright, so that's just... Okay. Nope. Nope. We're going to go fly down since I'm in free fly mode here. Alright, so that's the checkpoint. This is where I want to come to. I'm going to come all the way down here because as far as I know, this is the last industry. We got to pick up these cars and start heading back. But I'll bring the locomotive in. We'll hook up, and then I'm going to fly down to the other... Well, actually, even before I hook up. So... Alright, engineer view. No. So let's go back down. Go find my locomotives. Alright, we can go ahead and continue. Not really helper unit here, but this could be... There's nothing here. I'm surprised there's no industry here. Yeah, industry tags are on, and there's no industry here. So this could be... Honestly, that would be a perfect spot for... I know we got something. Well, looks more like a train depot, but maybe, you know, some kind of a team track. It's probably in real life. It looks like maybe like some kind of a rail. It's real big on the eastern side, from my opinion. That there's locations for rail fanning, and they actually support rail fanning. That's the part. They build things like that. And it's all up and down the CSX line. Hey, go! We want you to come look at our trains. It seems like out here, Union Pacific, BNSF don't really encourage rail fanning, and I don't know why. End of transmission. So, but anyway, all right. So we're gonna go up. Not this one. The next light, because we're coming into a new block, so not this block. Got a green light, we're clear, coming into here. And then we just move to the next box. So next light we get is where we're going to be looking for. And tell Otto that, hey, you can relinquish. Actually, I'm going to do that now. Phone him up, tell him cancel my routing. Alright, we're now clear. Waiting for that light to drop, which will give us a red light. So we're going to start seeing restricting speeds. I gotta get, I have a sheet here somewhere that has the lights, and this is Conrail territory, so they keep the Conrail rules. That dropped, so I can do this now. Whoops. There we go. Alright, so we're routed into the siding, which, because the siding's coming up, keep an eye on the let's see, do I have intermediate, is it like UPB so there's intermediate signals? I really haven't noticed. Just keep an eye out for that. It's pretty bad that I haven't noticed. So yeah, anyway, and then I gotta go through all the industries and configuring, going back to the interchange with the Pittsburgh line. I have do the same thing. I literally could actually do the same thing with NorCal server as well too. All right, what we got red coming up. Yep, that's the siding. That's the next one, solid red. So we're going to come off of slow speed. I'm going to slow down. Now the reason it's red is because I'm routed into it and I canceled it. So alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give myself, right click on it, and you can see now we got a yellow going into the siding. So restricted speed, which I believe, well, restricted is normally 40, but I think switching and diverging is 15 without having my sheet here. I need my sheet. And yeah, come on. And that's the thing is that when you're on the server, it's casual. We get it. Mistakes will happen. Don't have to be super hardcore, prototypical, but if you want to, that's okay. But in situations like this, we want you to kind of obey the track speed rules. And that's why I need my sheet, and I don't have my sheet. I gotta go find my binder because I have it printed out. And anyway. I'll have to double check. I'm gonna err on the side of caution, and we're gonna go 15 miles an hour. Now, the way this is angled, I probably could have taken that at 40, maybe 30. And my rail driver's indicating 30, so we're going to go ahead and notch up to 30. One notch. Then we get up to about 25. Not 30. We're not going to get right to 30 just because, we want to be able to stop in time. So if track speed's 30, I try to get somewhere between 25 and 30, somewhere in the middle there. Remember, you're dealing with tonnage, and physics are spot on. Let's go to 28. 6, 7, 8, 9, 28. Okay, slow speed set to 28. We're good. Let's go back to here. And for right now, because we do have trains moving on, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to try to do things while I'm recording this. I'm going to try to do things right. And that means, like, even when I have to get off the main line or use the main line, I'm going to request mainline authority. See if Auto will give it to me. So far, I have to admit, of all the subdivisions that are out there, these two, Auto seems to be working perfectly. So it's either that or I've just gotten better. I think it's just Auto sobered up out here on the East Coast. Alright, so once we get up toward that industry I was showing you up there, we're going to go ahead and I'll bring this to a stop, and then I think the first thing I'm going to try to do is figure out where that train is giving me issues, and get rid of that warning that you guys see coming across, because if it's not bugging you, okay, you're better than I am, because it's bugging the snot out of me. So, alright, no, you know what? Alright, get some light in this room. Alright. Yep, you know what? I need another cup of coffee. There we go. Okay. So yeah, my intention was to go play some Lord of the Rings again today. Lord of the Rings Online. They're doing some really good updates over there. I will probably later on this afternoon. In fact, they're having a massive update today. So after their update's done, I will probably be doing a recording this afternoon of that, going over what updates were done, some of the news, which is old news. I mean, but still, it's news, so I'm going to talk about that. And I mean, it's a very good game. It really is, guys. And if you are a fan of Tolkien's universe, oh my God, come check it out. All right, come join me on the Crick Hollow server over there. I got Crick Hollow server. I got the Mohawk server, and I saw that Farming Sim 25 has been announced. So let's see. Here's what's happening around my birthday, which is the November 20th. On the 19th, the new flight simulator comes out. And so I've already been looking it up, trying to figure out. I mean, I got some old stuff from back in January that talked about what specs Flight Sim 2024 is going to need for computers. Trust me, I don't think that they're on. I think they were just guessing. Okay. Because with everything they want to do, I think I'm going to need a far better machine than what I have right now. So, am I going to be jumping on 2025 anytime soon? Probably not. Not unless somebody like, hey, here's a new gaming PC for you, and then here's 2024 for you. I just got 2020. I'm still investigating 2020. And there's things on there like, okay, VATSIM I signed up for, but then there's SimBrief, which is free. I need to sign up for that. So there's some things I want to sign up for, and then I'm looking into what yoke. I know what yoke I really want to buy, okay, but honestly, I don't think I want to pay $600. So I was looking at Honeycomb. So I know there's a friend of mine's got Turtle Beach. I was actually on Amazon. I think I'm probably going to go with Thrustmaster, and I was trying to decide, do I want the yoke, which they have there's a Thrustmaster makes a Boeing setup, one that's modeled after Boeing, and then they also make one that's modeled after Airbus with a joystick. And so now I'm kind of trying to decide which way I want to go. Do I want joystick like an Airbus? Because then I could use the, honestly, I was already thinking I could use the joystick for DCS and start doing some DCS stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and go in 10 pounds of braking on the brake zone, independent brake. Bring this to a stop. Alright, so here we are, St. Johnsonville. So, alright. We'll grab those cars. That's the intention of being here. Alright, let's go ahead. I'm going to hit the brake. We're going to tie that down. Go into neutral. I'm going to put my lights on front and rear to dim, just in case. And so this is a running train. And what am I going to do? Okay, first thing, we are going to, I'm going to go here. Do I need to come up and take a look at, I don't think I do. Free fly. Nope, I don't need to come up here. This is CP225. This is where any cars would be set out if they are, bad ordered. You know what I don't see? Wow, talking about needing, gonna get run over. All right. I don't know if I want to put an MOW sign here or what, because there's no signage. Usually there'll be something on the side of the building here, and we'll say CP something or other. I've seen that in real life, but not in this model. And so I don't know if I can put something here, but anyway, I just know, okay, I don't need to come back up here. So let's see. Can't go back to the engineer, so we're gonna go back. St. Johnsonville, we're right here. There we are. All right. So we will start here, work our way back. Next thing I want to do, I'm going to look at my other monitor. Which one? I got to figure this out too. What in the... Oh, there it is. Okay, I got some errors that I need to make. You're seeing, I don't know if you guys are seeing. No, it doesn't look like you are. I need to make note. Where's my little post-it notepad? Here we go. Okay, this one is the... Oh, it's an Amtrak. Amtrak P448 file needs to be deleted. Because I got an error booting up today. It's been here for a while that there's a couple of files that have some issues. So I'm either going to try to either fix the issue or just delete the issue. Another Amtrak. This is the P048. Fix files. Alright, little post-it note here. Attach that to the side of the monitor over here. Will it stick? They're old post-its. I don't think that's going to stick for very long. Well, that's really No, that's not. All right, we'll just put that right there. All right, next I want to external assistant for run 8. Close that out. There we go. And I'm bringing up external assistant, and oh, you know what? You guys are not seeing it because it's not popping up. All right, well, I'll try to describe it. So basically, whenever I set external assistant up so that whenever I launch Run 8, it launches automatically. When I close Run 8, it closes automatically. Works great. All right, so next I want to do is go. If you go down and it runs inside your runs on the taskbar. There's another term I'm looking for, and I just drew a blank on me. But anyway, when you bring up the menu, there's a jump to tile. So I'm going to go jump to tile. X is the -20. Okay, and then the Z is the 18. And it's in the Selkirk region. So you pick which region you're in. And so we're in the Selkirk region. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and hit next. So when you hit next, you go to the extra board and you should see a jump to file on the extra board. Then, you know, and then we just basically just go jump to it. Now the extra board is basically that's a location save. There's been I got a question too. That just reminded me. So I'm hoping I answered the question right on my YouTube, but anyway, extra board, I was always kind of confused about it, and it's really not that confusing. It's basically a location save. So it's not like any trains, but if you have different places that you bop to around on your map, you can save those locations on the extra board, and then that way you just bring up. So when you're in the server or you're in your thing, you just click on it and it takes you to that location. Doesn't change trains, doesn't add trains, anything like that while it's up and running. But if you go to the extra board as you're loading up your simulator, then there's changes that will be made. But while you're in the simulator, it's just the location, and that's what we're going to use. So now the other thing is we're going to see they made some changes. So if I bring up, let's see, let's go to F1. Oops. Back in the game, F1. See, here it is right here. Jump to tile X -20, 18. I created it right there using the external consist editor. Not the external consist editor, the external assistant for Run 8. And we're just going to load that. We're not going to overwrite. We're just going to load it up. Boom. All right. Where are we? Now we get to go free fly. Let's go find out what train it is and why it's doing what it's doing. So it puts you right in the middle of the tile. Oh, there's our culprit right there. Where are we? This looks familiar. Oh, this might be this. You know what? Yeah, I'll just say this looks familiar. This is Amsterdam. And why? There it is right there. And that's because I left the switch. It is my fault. Ah! It is my fault. It dropped it in and started to pull, and so this is a spawn point. Amsterdam is a spawn point. There was an intermodal that spawned here earlier, and when I left, I didn't put that switch back. So, all right, we're gonna go ground. First thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna delete this, get rid of that, and then if they have another train spawn, we'll make sure that that doesn't happen again. And what do I say? Always put your switches back into the normal position. Oops. All right. So there we go. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Back to this side here, because there's my train right there. So we're going to start working our way back. We're going to grab these cars, and I'm going to have to pull them out. I'll put them back on the siding, and then I'm going to have to do a long run around, come back the other way, and we're going to start working our way back. Now, being on the siding, which isn't, well, I am on the siding. I'm wondering if he'll give me, if I'm on the siding here, if he'll give me mainline authority. So let's get these cars first, and then we'll worry about that. There we go. So I'm going to test the theory here. I'm in the block, and he's showing me in the block, but I'm not on the main line. So my theory is that when I ask for mainline authority, he's going to say, no, can't do it. All right, flip some switches here. So, yeah, I'm just sort of thinking about what I had. We can turn that light off because we're going to have cars now. Right now. So, anyway, yeah, moving, like I said, I make mistakes so you guys don't have to. And that was always something I get on other people. Hey, man, put your switches back to normal. And we actually on the NorCal server, in order to make sure that any trains that are coming east that want to get into the receiving yard, we had to keep a track open, and people kept flipping the switches. Was I a part of that? Sure I was. Were other people a part of that? Sure they were. So we ended up putting signs all around the switches saying that if you're looking at the switch from this direction, that those flags need to match this sign. So, and it seems to work. That's what they do, the same thing on the Mateo server. So, and it seems to work. Oops, wrong way. I need to go in reverse. Like I said, I can't talk and drive a train at the same time. All right, we're gonna go in. Here we go. So once we get these cars, we're going to pick these cars up, pull them out, we're going to set them right in here. And then we're going to request, I want to request mainline authority when I'm on this track. He's probably going to tell me no. Then I'll have to get over to this track. And once I'm on the main line, and let's see, is there, I can't see past the locomotive. So our tags are up. So, oh, interesting. We've got one car going to an industry. Another one is actually going to be heading back and has to go to DeWitt. DeWitt, New York and Southwest, I think is what it is, or New York and something Western. And this one goes to an interchange. Is where so basically that's the tagging system here with the very populated. It tells you what yard it needs to go to. Sometimes it'll even go west, which way if it if it's coming out of Selkirk, that hey this car needs to go west or this car needs to go east. Pretty cool. All right, ground mode. Shut up. Get to work. All right. So get some brakes on, and if we're gonna do it, give me 3-step, please. 3-step. Okay, go into neutral. Step 1. We'll do, like I said, we will add handbrakes, braking, independent brake, and then we'll go turn field generator off. Then we go back out to the ground. So 3-step applied. It's a little more than that, I think, in real life, but it works. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to connect this. This one needs to be open. Yep. We're going to connect this one, and we'll release that handbrake. And then we're going to go ahead and close that angle cock. Come in here, and we're going to go partial. And right back down under 70. 60 is considered a... I actually got this the other day, too. I thought 70 was full release, but reading through some of the documents, yeah, there's a lot of documents. Read through the documents in Run8. 60... Oh, I know it was. It wasn't a document. It was going back to version 2. Chris T, NS Horsehead, SD70 for the depot, actually made a video on Class 1 railroad brake check. Okay, and this is something I wish, because I mean, it's, I don't know, I mean, now we have an entire bar, but in version 2 every car was represented by a dash. So if you had a car whose brakes did not want to release, you know, then and he made the statement that 60 is is considered a full release. So at least for Norfolk Southern, and it might be the same for all other Class 1 railroads. But if you had a car like this one, it would be represented with a bunch of dashes. You can go, okay, I know what that's. What's 20 cars back? So you just count 20 cars back, find it where it's not releasing, and you can just click cut out. And so the brakes on that car are not going to work, but the air is still going to pass through the car to work all the brakes on the other side. So with the new system, with just the bar going across, it's a little more difficult to try to find. And I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just haven't found it. All right. So anyway, let's go back into the engineer. We're going to go ahead and come off a 3-step, turn the engine brake on. I mean, the field generator on. We are going to release the handbrakes. So we got, oh, that's the other thing I want to look at. I want to see something here. Why are you flashing? That was weird. Realistic DPU? I don't have a DPU. That's really weird how that was flashing. I'm not sure what that was about. I was looking for something that I read this morning, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, it's right here. Show handbrake icon for entire train. So, which is if any one car has a handbrake on, then the handbrake light, or if you look at your locomotive, is going to show that you've got handbrakes on. Oh, that's all right. I just, on my rail driver, where I have the emergency stop button here, just press up and that releases it. I think it's F5 would just release it on the keyboard if you're playing keyboard. All right, so anyway, all right, the independent brake's still on, but the field generator, we need the field generator on so we can actually move. And now we're going to push back, and we're just going to make sure this one is, oh, it's all empty, okay. And that one, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to release the handbrake on this one, and I'm just going to gently come back into it, and then just keep pushing back until we connect to the other one, which I want to be very careful. Oh, come off at slow speed. There we go. Oh, how about if I put it in reverse? That would work. Alright, we're going to gently come back. We're about 3 miles an hour right now. I want to come down here, take a look. Is it up against the bumper? No, but it's very close. So 2 things could happen if I hit the bumper. The best thing would happen, I would just break the coupler. If I hit it too hard, I can make the whole thing disappear. Yeah. Connect, and then we're just going to push right on back. And this one I want to come in at just about 1 to 2 miles an hour because I don't want it to go into the bumper. Alright, and independent brake on. Alright, 3-step apply. We're going to go into neutral, independent brake on. Train brake is going to get... No, I'm not going to do train brake. I'll just do independent brake. We're holding. Okay, I'm just going to pretend like 3 steps applied. So right now we're going to do the same thing. Whoop, we're going to come down here. We're going to close this one. Connect. Release. This one is open. That one's already connected. And this one needs to connect. It's already released. We're going to come back here and we're going to go partial. Right up and full release on the brakes. Go full open. All right. Now we're just going to pull these forward, and like I said, I'm going to pull them forward, push back, and then when I'm sitting on this one, I'm going to test it and see if he'll give me. If he does, it's a bonus. But if not, I want to be on the main over here. Hello, Amtrak. All right. Release, going to forward. Oh my God, there's nobody in control. I noticed this too. Lately, we haven't been getting conductors. Oh, we don't get car tags on. We're picking up. This is all going to go back to South Schenectady. Alright, we're just go ahead and put these back to normal. We're going to move that car in reverse then. Or that train, not car. We're going to push these all the way down. So they're down in here somewhere, this train. I'm going to go ahead and set them out. Then I'm going to ask for mainline authority. That ought to do. neutral. There we go. Handbrake, 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 and handbrake. Right here, we're going to close that. We don't want a PCS fault. Alright, we're going to push back just a little bit. Oops. Yep. There we go. Alright. Use the coupler. Let's pull forward a tad. Alright, let's see if he'll give me mainline. That was a quick stop because I hit the... Yeah, I hit the emergency stop button, like the oh crap button. Let's see what he does. Oh, he gave it to me. I'll be damned. So, well, he gave it to me on the siding. I need it here. I need it here because I need trains to be routed around me. So, okay, so that's okay. So I can get mainline authority for the block that I'm on. I need mainline authority basically in here. So here's what I'm going to do. First step. PS menu, tone him up. Okay, so it's relinquished. No pink. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is this. And then I'm going to right click and give myself a light. Okay. Have a yellow light down there. So we can go ahead and get out. So I'm going to go and right and actually I can go a little bit faster. It's 30 miles an hour here on the siding. Mile marker 207. Alright, come to a stop. And actually what I'm going to do, everything's in neutral. Get on the ground. I'm actually going to, since I'm going to be going this way, I'm going to change. Set that as my lead unit. And let me notate in the work order. What was this facility? So, select plastics. Mapping cars at. Oops. Okay. Notated. Attach point. Forward. Oh. Alright. And then once I get into this area here, because he's showing me here. Whoa. Stop. I forgot to do something. What did I forget to do? I forgot to put the switches back. Alright, he's not going to be turning him off real quick. No, put him back on again. Waiting for the light to drop. You want to reverse back up. Whoops, I'm still notched. It's still showing me in here. That's why the light's not dropping. Oh no. Okay, I see what it is. Okay, we're good. It is off. Oh, that's going away. You're killing me. There it goes. He dropped it finally. Took a while, Otto. Thank you. There we go. Now we can go forward, and then I'll ask for a main line right here. That way they can route around me then. Alright. Gave myself a yellow here, restricting speed. Okay. Okay, gave it to me. Awesome. Right where I wanted it. So now, because I'm working in here, because of this block being mainline authority, anything that's coming either way will be routed. He'll route around me until I release it. So that's what I wanted. Perfect. Now my last light. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go get my sheet here. What's this one? That's okay. That's Roseville. That needs to be put back in the binder. Oh, maybe I didn't print it out. That's BNSF. I thought I had it printed out. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to operate with reference. Where to go? Download signal rules. I'm on the Depot Plus website right now. Download CSX. Page 2 is Mohawk. That's the Conrail area. So page 1 is the A line, which would be Florida area. So Conrail rules here, and look at those up. So it's actually, it is a restricting red, red, yellow, and proceed at restricted speed until the entire train has cleared all switches if signal is CP signal and all the leading wheels have A, passed a more favorable fixed speed, or B, entered non-signal DCS territory. Okay, so what is restricting speed? Restricting speed not in interlocking limits 20 miles an hour. Restricting speed in interlocking limits 15 miles an hour. I'm doing 10 miles over 20, so it's supposed to be 20 miles an hour in here. So, okay, well, anyway, we'll just keep cruising. That was my last light, so we're just going to keep cruising at that particular speed. Go back to the maps. And Selkirk. There we go. All right. So if you don't have them printed out, just do like I did here. I just brought them up on a web page from the Depot site. I have 3 different tabs. I've got the Selkirk map up, I've got the Mohawk map up, and I've got the signal rules up. Always good to have that, especially for your checkout rides. That is a good thing to do, having that out there for your checkout rides. Because especially, I know that like Depot Plus, they may ask you, what does that light mean? If you have your, they don't care if you're looking it up, it's open book. So if you're at least if you know, hey, I got this and that's a restricting and that means I can't go any faster than this, you know, okay, at least you know the rules. A Depot Plus operates hardcore realistic. Is the best way I could describe it. All of them, all the guys over there are, well, I won't say all the guys, but most of the guys over there are real railroad operators. So I forgot about my cup of coffee. All right, let's see how much farther. We got about 30 minutes left on this particular recording. So let's see how far I can get in this 30 minutes. It's gonna, I mean, I'm gonna do 30 miles an hour. It's supposed to be 20 miles an hour here, but I'm gonna be doing 30 miles an hour all the way down to back where I can get back in the siding, and then I gotta come back. Once I'm on the siding, I can release mainline authority, and that way the main lines are open wide up again, and I can do 30 miles an hour on the siding. I just gotta get back onto the siding. And that should be down there by those lights down there. So let's see. I'm here, it's past the lights, so I'm going to go ahead and give myself another yellow restricting. There it is right there. You guys can see it. Whoa. Hello. There it is. Give myself a yellow. But just to get past those lights, and then we'll wait for it to drop, and then I'll come back into the sighting. So, all right. So now at this point, then we just work our way back. Once we go back in here, pick up these cars, get them out of here. We go back. We're going to pass through Fonda. This is all MOW stuff here, so we don't need to do it. Get past Fonda, and then we go back into the Selkirk subdivision. And then our next stop is going to be here. We're going to be pulling off here into Amsterdam. And at Amsterdam, we do have some industries we got to pick up there. So we'll pick up the work Amsterdam, and then from Amsterdam we just continue on down and follow the main line down into right here at CPFG. That's Schenectady, South Schenectady Yards right here. So we just want to make sure that we are going to follow CP 169. Make sure we get on over. Oops. Get past this. Actually, we're going to go past the light stand here. So, and if you watch the distance, I'm actually just going to use a distance counter here. As soon as we go past it, we're past it. Not much, and we can go ahead and stop this. So come off the notches, hit about 10 pounds of brake. I don't need 20. It takes about 10 to stop it. It might be a slow stop, but we'll go ahead and go into neutral as well too. But I definitely want to get far enough past it here into this block. All lights have dropped, so I can go ahead and flip the switch. Reverse. Let's get on the ground. I'm going to get on this end. Whoa. Sometimes setting the run speed fast can be a pain in the butt. Alright, let's go ahead. I'm going to tell dispatch I need the light to go in reverse, so we're going to go ahead and right click on that, give ourselves a yellow. Which is 20 miles an hour. Oh. $19.6, good enough. Like I don't need notch 2 for this. I'm basically still running light. Alright, we're now in the 30 mile an hour territory. At which point I can do this. We relinquish the mainline authority. Whoops. So the pink has gone away. We can, well, we're going to leave this. Oops, hang on. There we go. We're going to leave that like that. Oh. A little bit faster than 30, but that's okay. I never check my vernometer. So I got a little time here. So Finger Lakes interchange is up in here. DeWitt is right here. Amtrak Syracuse. I don't know if I should have it spawn right here and then come on down, or if I should just simply spawn it like at Amsterdam and have it come down. I'm thinking, what I'm thinking of is like we had the one train spawn here in Amsterdam, but I'm thinking about the train from that's going to be given to me from the Pittsburgh line east that Hank is running, where I really want to have it spawn. I'm just going to have it spawn on the siding, but I need to go take a look at that siding first, make that decision about, and then set, well, I got to go through, configure all my industries with the cars going to him so that they'll randomly generate those cars. And then find a siding somewhere that's not being used with by an industry, spawn the train on that siding, and then just let, not hopefully, I know it will work, to spawn the train on the siding without AI and have it then sit there until the cars change, and then once the cars change, and it's got, I think I want to have a siding where nothing else spawns too. That's the other side of it. I want it to be the only thing that's going to spawn there. So I got some work to do. I'd probably kick that out in a day, less than just a couple hours worth of work. The biggest thing is going through and figuring out what I want the tags to say on the cars, because it'll be the 15, I think he said 15L or 15M, I think is what it is. And so it'll be 15ML or 15ME for either empty or loaded. That'll go to him. And then when I get the cars in there, they'll go into the hump yard won't know what to do with it, so they'll just go into the slough track. So if anything, they'll have to be separated out from any other cars that go down the slough track. That's not hard. And so the trim jobs will do a little bit of flat switching down there. And then once the train is built, it's just getting getting whatever power he sent me. If there's any Norfolk Southern power sitting down there in Selkirk. If not, he'll get CSX power. Alright, let's get ready to start. Slowing down, come off the notches here. Then what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to go and hook up. I'm going to use the F7 sheet, so basically it'll flip all my angle cocks and everything. I'm not putting an EOT on the end. I really should do that. Slow down. Oh, we're gonna hit hard. Oh, we stopped. I had to slam on the brakes. Woo! Yeah, that was not good on the brakes. My repair team's gonna be slapping me around. All right. Oh, something moved down in here. Huh, wonder what they modeled in there. Never really noticed that before. All right, so F7, boom, we're up. All the air is changing. Cool. Okay, we're good. You know what? We're gonna Waze. We're gonna put an EOT on the end of this. All right, EOT, attach EOT, and we're gonna open it. Some EOTs are air driven. They have a little generator in there, driven by the air. Whoa. All right, parking brakes are set. Message display, EOT, we're good. Okay. So let's see, dispatch screen, we'll check it. We're still aligned. Actually, I want to turn that off. Let's do it this way. I might just mess myself up by flipping that, but we're going to go here. I want to go to at least here. All right. Even though we're going to stop in here, but I want him to route me, so which means he'll flip all this as well too. All right, so let's get out and we're going to go dispatcher. What specific setting? He gave it to me. Okay, here we go. Switches are lined for another train right now. Okay, fine. Let's see what he's got. I think he's got, because that light, that's what I screwed up on. I'm going to move, at least start moving down in that direction. He's talking about this. Let's do this. There we go, drop the light. Wait for that to go. I'm going to hit slow speed right here at 12 miles an hour because I want, okay, good, it dropped. So I'm going to flip it. There it is. Put him back on again. Whoa, he flipped it back. And he just gave me control. There we go. Okay. So he automatically fixed it. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't see that so much on SoCal. It's working really well here. So he's got me lined up. Proceed on signal indication. All right, we're 30 miles an hour in here. Let's go ahead and get off of slow speed. 2 notches. Let's get up to 30. Let's get ramping here. I need to make some more notes. I need to get the enhancement for this as well too. So this looks like a regular digital display. Same thing for up here and here. Instead of using Windows font. Oh. By the way, we're going forward. That's good enough. All right. All right, on our way to Amsterdam. So, other than fixing the train that I screwed up by not flipping the switches, making a brief stop, jumping up, checking out the... I really thought that there would be cars sitting there, but there weren't. So, we're on bright. Okay. So, anyway, other than that, been pretty smooth so far. except like I said, except for fixing the train that I broke by not putting the switches back. If I had put the switches back as normal, then everything would have been fine. So let's see what he's got. He's got me, see, he flipped all these switches back. When I get close to here after I pass Fonda, I need to keep an eye on it, and then once I get into here, I will cancel. Actually, when I pass, after I pass Fonda, once I get clear of the Fonda sighting and in the control point there, I'll cancel my routing and then route into Fonda. Actually, I wonder if I could do that. Once I get on the main line, I'll cancel my routing and then I'll route into. I think I can route into Amsterdam. About 15 minutes left on the stream. We'll see how far we can get in 15 minutes. The alerter. Better keep an eye out for it. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, I can see the yellow up here, but of course I'm looking at my screen, but... Oh, he's got me a green. Sweet. Okay, so, if we come back over here, we have red, green, red. Red, green, red. Medium cleared. Proceed at medium speed until entire train clears all switches, then proceed. So, medium speed is 30 miles an hour. We're doing 28.5, so we're good. We're at 28.5. Medium speed is 30 miles an hour. Okay. I'm looking at the milepost signs. .30 miles an hour at 20.5. We're doing good until we clear all switches, which I'm going to hit as soon as we get up in this area right here. Watching the counter right now, counting down. I really use count up. All right, and we're at 55 miles an hour, so let's come off a slow speed. Yeah, see, I was doing uphill a little bit here, but yeah, we'll go to 55. And I said I was going to do this. Dispatcher control. He may not give it to me now. We'll see. Call when you're ready to go again. He may tell me to call at the next control point. Specific destination. Yeah, call me at the next control point. So next control point will be right up here. When I see the next set of lights, that'll be the next one to call at. 55. 52 is good enough. We're going to hold at 52 miles an hour. We are going uphill slightly. The next stop, Amsterdam. I gotta print once again. I gotta say this too. JD Rail, thank you again for the stickers. Man, I've got them sitting right here. I did send you a message inside Discord as well too, buddy. First of all, I'm gonna apologize. Now it was a previous stream I did. As soon as I got them, I did thank you. Okay, but then I was also very remiss. I did not say thank you in Discord. So I was a little bit late sending you that thank you. Once again, thank you again. Please accept my apology for not being gracious enough at the very beginning and saying, hey, you know, and doing it right away the day I got them. That was my bad, very rude on my part. But JD Rail, thank you again for the stickers. That'll be something I'll do right after I do this. Because I need to scan those in as a PDF file, and they'll be on the Mohawk server Discord channel. So if you need those, if you need stickers for your rail driver, okay, like I said, what you do is you get those, you print them out on sticker paper, and then put a very thin, you can get a very thin laminated, some laminating, and just the cold press, not the hot press, but the cold press laminating, and laminate them and then cut them out and put them on your rail driver. That way, hopefully then they won't wear out, because honestly, the sticker that is for my throttle and dynamic brake, that's already worn out. The alerters are, because my alerter's already worn out, my bell's already wearing out, and I don't think I've had my rail driver for maybe like a month and a half, at the very most. So yeah, so that's what my intention is, and so yeah, I'm going to be ordering.
Equipment defect detector milepost 200.7 track 1 no defect.
I'm going to say I wasn't expecting, because he didn't. All right, I'm coming into that turn here. This is probably going to be one of those turns, like a 50 mile an hour turn. I'm doing 52, so I should be okay. I am going downhill though. So other stickers, I'm not so much. I mean, my throttle, my automatic brake handle, my stickers are fine there. The full release and the stickers for the independent brake, those are fine. It's mainly the throttle, the reverser, the alerter, the bell, ones that I actually have to touch with your fingers. So, but it still would be good to maybe go through and, very carefully cut them out, or use like an X-Acto knife to trim them out and then put them in place, peel the backing, put them in place, have those on there. Now, so I just thought about this. I don't know if they're gonna make. I got a red. Oh wait, no. I'm hitting the brakes because I got a red. I gotta come to a stop unless he. Okay, he just gave me a green. All right, proceed on signal indication. I got a green. Perfect. Okay, he's got me routed. Let's see what he did. I got an Amtrak coming at me. See what he does with that. I'm gonna rely on the auto. You better keep me safe. So far, he's doing really well. I'm pretty impressed. But going back to the stickers, I was just thinking about, and it just popped my head, whether on the lamination, if you can get it in gloss or matte. I think I'm gonna have to do some do a little bit of research on that, guys. And then once again, when I find whatever I find, I will post in the Mohawk and Selkirk Discord server on how to, you know, what the process is, what I did, and maybe get some pictures in there, what it looks like as well too. And I'm only doing that because, I mean, Rail Driver, okay, great. You know what? This thing is really good. That's one of the things that's, I think tomorrow's payday. I'll be going to get my new speaker system with a subwoofer on the floor. And I'm doing that because the Rail Driver has a subwoofer in it as well, too. So I'm going to put have the subwoofer on the floor. I'm going to have the subwoofer on the Rail Driver. I want to feel, yeah. I mean, somebody actually teased me a little bit too and said, what are you going to do, get a butt kicker next? I'm like, hey, that's an idea. Yeah, so not only will I, feel it at my feet, I feel it on my desk, I'll feel it through my butt too. But no, I'm not going to get a butt kicker. Come on. All right, let's see. I'm going to come off the notch a little bit. I don't think we need to do notch 2, notch 3. Let's save some fuel. Still got a green. So what are they doing? CSX World. CSX 61, 48. Passing clear. So yeah, so green over red. Non-flashing. Hey, you be quiet. Green over red, non-flashing, clear. Proceed. Proceed at track speed. So yeah. I don't know if I have to pay attention or listen. Maybe I have to listen to some CSX chatter. Get on my scanner. That I have my iPad just turn CSX chatter on. That'd be kind of cool. Listen to CSX chatter, especially in this area. See if they call signals and how they call signals. Add that little bit of realism. You don't, I mean, on my server, you don't have to. Okay? Not my server, it's your server. What am I saying? On the server. If you want to call it when people are on, that's fine. If you want to bring that bit of realism, that's fine. It's not mandatory. I really want to look at the dispatch screen now. I want to see, I'm just going to trust the lights. This is what I would be. This is what the engineer would see. looking out his window, hitting his alerter, making, you know, keeping an eye on his speed, knowing track speed's 55. So we'll go. We'll see. I guarantee we're not even up. We haven't even gone past Fonda yet. I got about 3 minutes left on the stream, so we're just going to continue on. Fortunately, I was hoping to make Amsterdam, but I will continue on with this. And in the comment section, or actually I'll put it in the, yeah, when I set up, or when I upload the stream, I'll go ahead and I'll put it in the comment section exactly, you know, what was the outcome of this. Did Auto actually route me the whole bit? But once again, if you do like the content that I content I provide, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Give me that thumbs up notification when my recorded and live streams are, when they go live, and all of my activities go live. What do I got? I got a flashing yellow on the other main line, and I got a green. So I'm thinking he's routing, he's doing right. I got the green, he's moving Amtrak over to the other one. That's what the flashing yellow would be for. Other than that, it looks like everything's going to be fine. So, but yeah, I mean, and also too, if you got friends that like, well, one, if you like simulation, two, if you want to join, hey, I found a new server for Run8, come join it with me, come play with me, that kind of stuff. Share my streams out. Please, I would greatly appreciate it. Anything you guys can do, go ahead and let's get that Run8 build community built up. I want more and more people playing it. I don't think enough people know about it. The other simulators out there just don't go far enough. I mean, they look great, and it's all nice and flash, but that's hiding the fact that it's not 100% free. Not free as in the game is free, no, but when I say free, you have complete freedom with Run8. Holy crap, it's a 45 mile an hour and I'm doing 50. Okay, I thought I was going to roll my train there for a minute. I'm going to hit the brake a little bit. Let's bring it down. I'm not going to come off the notches. That was the turn I was looking for. All right, we're under 45. That actually scared me a little bit. I'm going to let you guys hang with me for a little bit longer. Now, I don't know if you guys saw it. Go back and review. I might have to go back and review the video myself too. Coming in this way and going out, I never saw any speed signs. So it's just going to be one of those things that, man, I knew the turn was coming because of going up to St. Johnsonville. But on the way back, I was looking for speed signs and I never saw any. All right, we're back up to 55. So that is well, I guess, you know, it's 55 when you're light power. It was 45 when you're pulling a train. That could have been ugly in the real world. That could have been ugly, maybe. So, anyway, all that being said, we're going to be, yeah, just, I mean, I was saying, you know, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. I would greatly appreciate the contributions and, you know, help me get this out there to people, because Run8 by far is the best open world, do whatever it is you want to do simulator. There's no scenarios other than the ones that you make for yourself. Case in point, this one here, I decided to run the B760. I am currently on the way back to Amsterdam. I decided to run it. I mean, it's not a road train. It's most of those on those other train simulators. I'm gonna tell you, all I saw was go run this road train, and it was not enough for me to go. That's not what I want. I want to be able to run a road train like the B767, take it up from Selkirk Yard all the way up to south. Okay, I have a yellow over green. What is that? Yellow over green. Yellow over green, non-flashing. Yellow over green, approach medium, proceed at the next, okay, proceed approaching the next signal at medium speed. So I gotta start slowing down. Medium speed is 30 miles an hour. So let's go ahead and start slowing down. About a 6-pound reduction on the train brake. Get down to 30 miles an hour. We're gonna come off the slow speed. All right. So we're going to be at 28 miles an hour. So we are exactly where the lights want us to be. That's good. That's good. All right. So at this point, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and call it. We're about 2 minutes over. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I will see you next time. Once again, live stream of Run 8 is Saturday mornings, sometime between 6 and 8, depending on whatever I wake up. I have my alarm set for 6, but I'm on vacation, so I look at the alarm, slap it real hard, roll back to bed, and then tend to wake up when the sun starts coming through the window. So, and then that's on Saturdays. Sunday morning, same time, I do Tower Simulator. I'm going to probably, might try do LaGuardia again, the same scenario, just because it was challenging. It was fun, and I made some mistakes. I had 6 fatalities. Don't want to have that. And when I say 6 fatalities, that means there's 6 planes died. Okay? Well, you figure out how many people are on those planes. Yeah, I'm a mass murderer. What can I say? Anyway, all that being said, so Saturday mornings Run 8, Sunday mornings Train Simulator. Throughout the week, some recordings of Run 8, Lord of the Rings Online, maybe some Tower Simulator, maybe some Demonologist if my daughter wants to come play. Whatever we happen to do. So anyway, it has been fun. It has been real. It has been real fun. You guys take care. Peace, love. You guys are better than what you think you are. How you doing? Have a great day.